Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up, everybody? This is Big Herc with Prison Talk, and thank you for tuning in to another episode. If you haven't got a chance to check out our website, do so at www.FreshOutSeries.com. We got some cool stuff on there. We got hats, we got t-shirts, we got apparel, we got workout drink, we got it all. So check us out, let us know what you think. And if you got any questions, shoot us an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. I had a question from one of our viewers. I've been subscribed to your channel for a few weeks now, and it's turned into a must-see material for me. I have loved one locked up in women's prison, so I have a slightly different take on it, but it's still very personal for me. My question, however, is regarding the training regimen that some of the dudes do in prison. It's long been a question for those of us on the outside how some of these dudes get so big. Watching a recent documentary about San Quentin, there were some guys in there that have physiques that would typically only associate with hardcore juicers on the outside. There were some huge guys of all different racial groups, so it doesn't appear to be limited to one group. So I know you said that inmates typically do not get steroids in prison, but some of these guys are just so huge. If I saw them on the outside, I would have thought that nearly all of them were doing the full test of HGH tests and whatever. I'm finally getting to my question here, just hold on. And we know that the diet in prison is not exactly optimal. So here's my question, how do these guys get so big? Is it excessive training routine? Do these guys blow away the whole notion that you can really overtrain? Natural high test levels, ability to rest between workouts, some secret way of eating that's not obvious, some sort of supplements, or something else. Someone also recently mentioned to me that I thought was interesting, which was basically the edgy life in prison just does something to naturally increase testosterone, since so many people are in constant war mentality. We know that from watching both humans as well as wild animals, that the moment things get too easy for anyone, they inevitably get soft. I recall seeing a documentary about alligators some years ago where alligators in captivity got really sloppy after just a generation or so in captivity. So maybe prisoner physiques are more indicative of previous time when men had to be warriors on more regular basis. Sorry for the huge question here, but any more information on this would be very useful. Thanks, Jonathan. Prison. Working out, supplements. There is no supplements. The only thing that we had access to in there was powdered milk, peanut butter. That was our main source of protein. Ate a lot of oatmeal. Guys in there, they don't really think about overtraining, and you are on a war mentality. So I would say that because you're kind of constantly on edge, you have a slightly higher testosterone than the average male on the street. The diet is shitty. You got guys in there who do, get food from the kitchen as far as people steal chicken, beef, fish. You can get tuna fish from the commissary, but for the most part, you're not doing, the protein you're getting is nothing like these guys on the street that are juicing, and the workouts are totally different. A lot of places they took away the weights because they said that inmates were getting too big, the guards were intimidated, so they basically removed the weights, and that was the main thing that guys had to kind of, get rid of a lot of their built up testosterone was the weight pile. Guys look forward to that and they'd be out there buffing, but most of the guys in there now, they're doing probably what they call prison-made weights, water bags, laundry bags filled with books. We were working out with sandbags at one of the institutions I was at. You just make up stuff. You get pillowcases, fill them up with sand. You could do curls, back arms. You do push-ups with people on your back. It's just a lot of just core movements, body-to-body resistance. Guys sitting on the shoulders, doing squats. We used to do that a lot. The workouts it's just still weights, but in a different form. You're not using you're not using the plates you're using on, in the gym on the street or a typical barbell, but you're still moving weights as you would probably do prehistorically, like in, caveman days, moving rocks and stuff like that. So you're still getting a workout. You do a lot of bar work, a lot of dips, and the diet is primarily carbs, but you're working out and you're sleeping, so your recovery time is different than a person on the street. You're on the street, you're training, you're lucky to get 8 hours of sleep, and you have a lot of other elements that are prioritized. Rather in prison, working out is one of your main things that you look forward to doing. So that's something you do damn near every day. Most guys maybe take off 1 or 2 days, but guys are doing split routines. I would go out and run in the morning and then come back and do bar work or weight bags in the cell, me and my workout partner. So we were constantly working out, and I would have, before I went to my workout in the morning, I'd have some oatmeal with granola with powdered milk. I'd go out there and get my cardio on, then I come back, go to lunch, and then I would do like basically weighted bags, and then I would have like some type of maybe rice and tuna fish, or noodles and beef, some type of beef stick or something. But I was just trying to keep my calorie intake up. And so, and then you're doing a lot of repetitions. When you're doing dips, you're out there for an hour, no telling how many sets you're doing. You're not counting sets. Pull-ups, you're just doing them till you can't do them no more. Push-ups, you're going back to back. I mean, whatever you can get with these weighted, with the sandbags we were using, we were just trying to get it in for that hour or hour and a half. So we didn't really count reps and sets and stuff like that. You pretty much did it to the exhaustion. So the workout was different. And you just worked out with a different mentality. You were working out on some beast mode shit. You were working out to split somebody's wig. You weren't working out to look pretty. You weren't working out to be a physique model. You weren't working out to show off your abs or take selfies. You were working literally to defend yourself and to be physically imposing. So it was a totally different workout mentality, which transformed into a physique that was, comparable to somebody who was taking juice because of just the effort that went into the workouts. So the workouts were, like I said, serious workouts, and the mentality was different, and the diet was shitty, but you still got the same results, a buff physique.